Okay, barrel or not, engaging in road rage. Obviously, this comes off the Ian Ziering conversation. You partially covered it earlier in the show, but what are your thoughts on engaging?
Zero barrel and less barrel every passing year, right? Like there is no
Yeah.
upside to the road rage. And so not only, I mean, we don't even have to get into it. People carry guns now, people get shot in weird road ragey scenarios. The all of that makes it no barrel as well. But really why it's no barrel is satisfaction will never come to you in that road rage, right? You're never that person that you're mad at for cutting you off or for driving too slow or for whatever it is, that person is not going to learn their lesson, right? Like your rage is not going to make them feel anything other than maybe amused at you
Or
or killing
or
you.
it enrages them. That's the other problem is your rage, neither of you feel satisfaction. Your rage gets elevated, so you lash. Then their rage gets elevated, so they lash, and then it just escalates there.
Yep. And so do yourself a great favor and, it's just nip that thing in the bud before it even gets started.
So do you honk?
I think
Or
so. I think it's important to have rules out there and to let people know that you are messing up, right? So I think a honk and a heavy honk, a flash of the lights, a whatever, run up on their tailgate for a minute and hold, but then I think like 5 seconds of your thing and then like cleanse it from yourself too. Don't hold on to that rage, right? Like teach your little lesson and then back off.
so pulling up tailgating, I think, is a bridge too far. That can escalate the situation. Do you ever, can you give them a middle finger?
Uh, you can, but anytime that I get the middle finger, it like makes me so amused. Like pulled out onto a street and probably too close, or clearly too close to somebody, but it's who got enraged, right? But it's like a surface street, whatever. If you had to slow from 40 to 30, because I pulled out and gunned it, but sure, I pulled out too close. But that person, ripped up beside me, and she was a woman, and gave me the real, middle finger, and it just made me laugh. Like, so if you're giving the middle finger to somebody and they're laughing back at you, then egg on middle finger throw, like if
Yeah.
your moment of rage is met with a giggle, then and 9 times out of 10, I would imagine that's you look ridiculous. What your mask of pure seething hatred on your face and your middle finger raised for slowing because you got slowed down 10 miles an hour.
I'm gonna start going with a finger wag.
Yeah.
Just like pull up next to them, it's just like
No, no. No,
tisk
no.
tisk.
Yeah.
Um, Nobody could be mad at that, but it delivers the message,
It
you know.
does. Yep.
Uh, Christmas Eve, I raged on someone,
What'd you do?
embarrassingly so. So pulling up to a light, I'm gonna make a right-hand turn. There's a right-hand turn lane, and there's a Starbucks on the corner. So somebody had exited the Starbucks and was parked, not parked, but
Following the
stopped.
turn lane.
Yeah, they were basically almost. So he stopped in the driveway to exit the Starbucks, but pokes the nose of his car a little far out into the right-hand turn lane. So I'm coming up and I have to swerve around him because he's partially in the right-hand turn lane. And as I swerve around him, which, it's a kind of close, our cars are kind of close because I'm going around him because he's in the lane. He lets off his brake, like right as I'm about to get to him. He lets off his brake and inches even further out. So I don't know if he was just effing with me. I don't think he was, or I think he might have been like not fully paying attention and didn't realize a car was barreling towards him in the right-hand turn lane. And I was going to go around him anyways, but by him inching another foot out, I had to really go around him. And another person could have, if they were in my position, stopped and like waved him like, hey, you're already blocking the right hand turn lane, go ahead and just go, and I'm going to stop the flow of traffic that's behind me to let you go because you're partially blocking. But I didn't. I'm barreling towards him and I'm just like, screw this guy, I gotta like swerve around him, make a scene essentially to let him know that he was blocking me. And but he lurched out right as I was going around him, so it really almost we almost collided. But I was alert enough and responded quick enough to where I got around him. But I was enraged by him doing that because I saw my whole family. My kid is in the car, Lauren's in the
Get
car, and
whacked.
I'm just like, are you effing kidding me? First, you're blocking the lane. Second, you're not paying close enough attention that you're gonna like let off the gas, let off the brake pedal as I'm coming at you. So I, instead of making that right hand turn, I stop, even though I had room to go, and waited for him to come out and like come up next to me. I even rolled down my window because he was like going very slow. I rolled down my window and like waved him up just so I could give him the lashing. And I just let him have it, like screaming at him. And
Did he
then
roll
made
his
my,
window down to take the lashing?
yeah, yeah. His windows were already down. So I think he didn't have time to roll it up, but he took it and like he was like just like kind of bowled over by the intensity. And then I turned right and went, and Lauren was like, "That wasn't very Christmassy." that was her. That was her response, which was pure gold. And I was like still like huffing and puffing. And like I don't think she's ever seen me do that, and I don't really remember ever even doing that. But it was literally like it all happened so quick,
Rage.
and I could only see us crashing on Christmas Eve, you know, and then no, I don't think we would have died at that speed that we were going. We certainly wouldn't have, but I saw the damage happening, you know, and I needed him to know that, like, if you,
Did it make you feel better for like afterwards? He's like, glad I got that off my chest.
no, it really didn't solve anything. And I was pretty embarrassed, you know,
Did
like,
you
and
did you think
I,
about it later, things you should have said or
no,
like
I said it
ways
all.
that
I got it all out pretty quickly. I really wanted to, like, if we were physically standing, I would have absolutely tried to knock his teeth out. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, I would not have restrained myself. I would have absolutely physically attacked him. Um,
rage.
yeah, that's the amount of rage that I felt in that moment. And it went away pretty quickly. And Lauren saying exactly that made it funny. And so that cut the tension. But she did have a talk with me later, just like, what the hell was that? You can't be doing that with our kid in the car, you know,
Yeah.
like, because then that guy has a gun or he follows you or chases or whatever it is. Like, you hear horror stories. And so I was like, you're right. He was wrong entirely in the way that he was driving. And I felt the need. Well, I mean, I need to just let it go. When other people are wrong, it's not worth trying to tell them that they're wrong. It's almost like, I don't even know if I'm honking at this point at people. I got to just kind of let it go.
Nobody's going to learn a lesson
No.
full, but I think it's still important to go teach a brief lesson. Just don't hold on to it yourself, right? Like when that guy was coming out, you should have wailed on your horn as you passed him and then just like off you go, right?
Yeah.
Like I think it's still flashing the lights, honking the horn. It's all very important.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I just got raged retelling that story. I hadn't even thought about that since then. This one comes from longtime listener and contributor James in San Diego.
David, James calling in from San Diego. I got a barrel or not. I'm not sure if this has been covered before or not, but that is golf carts as a beach going vehicle. In the past 5 years in my beach town here in San Diego, there's been a significant increase in families buying golf carts and driving to the beach. Me personally, I fucking hate them. Maybe that's because I'm poor and don't have one. But yeah, I wanted to leave it up to the grit faithful. What is it? Barrel or nah? Golf carts. Keep up the work.
What say you?
It's funny. In my San Diego beach town as well, maybe we live in the same one, a huge uptick in these things, and they infuriate me. And I wonder, it's funny because they shouldn't at all. This golf cart is taking up way less space. It is taking up, I'm assuming they're all electric or whatever, so it's better for the environment. You're not driving your big old car around. You're not like net positive everywhere, and they infuriate me precisely for the reason that he says, I guess, is look at you and all your disposable income. You have so much disposable income that you can buy a pointless vehicle to get to and from the beach. That's how much money you have. Like, take your damn money and put it somewhere good or do something else with it. It feels absolutely ostentatious to me. So even though net positive everywhere, I'm going no barrel.
I'm going no barrel.
You're a dick.
I'm going no barrel as well because for the same reason. Um, Ian Ziering punched those chubby Latinx girls. Those mini bikes I've seen on the road now too, or um, electric bicycles, right? It's like the road has rules for the car. And then we had to accept that bicycles were going to be on the road. So we implemented rules for bicycles as well. That makes sense. But we can't just keep adding adjacent vehicles. And
Yeah.
especially if the vehicles are very similar to an actual car, because it's like they don't take up as little space as a bicycle. They take up almost as much space as a car, but they don't go as fast as a car. So they're going to create, a hazard basically in the road. They can't be in the bike lane. They got to be somewhat in the road, but then they're not as protected as a car. So we really got to deal with them with kid gloves on. Like we can't have all these different rules. We can't have all these different vehicles. It's either cars, bicycles, maybe a motorcycle I'm okay with. That's it. Everybody else, you're clogging up and creating confusion.
Totally. And I'm all for like the communities, old people communities usually, where golf cart is what you have to drive. Like there's no cars allowed in this neighborhood. Everybody has to have a golf cart. Great. And I wish that was the case here. It'd be wonderful if everyone was forced to have a golf cart. That's how you got around, be less traffic.
That'd be
You know,
better.
it'd be better. It'd be great.
Yeah.
But if you're the one jerk saying, nope, I'm the different one. I'm the
Right.
cool kid with my golf cart.
Yeah.
No.
Clear the way and watch out for me because I have this one anomaly thing.
Yep. I'm
Um, in
special.
in the old person community, it's also, even if they are driving cars, they're going 15 miles an hour.
Yep.
So they're not going faster than the golf cart. It's all everybody's cool and copacetic.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah,
Don't be the one cool guy.
don't bring the golf cart that's not even legally allowed to drive on the street onto the street and create
Don't do it.
problems. All right, final barrel or not, talking in a public restroom.
Oh, zero barrel, no barrel at all. Like it's awkward for everybody. It's weird. It's unnecessary. Whatever needs to be stated. And I'm going to say talking full stop. Say don't talk on the phone.
Correct.
Don't talk to your neighbor. Don't talk to your friend. Whatever needs to be stated, hold it until you're out of the restroom.
If I have a buddy and we're at a sporting event and we go into the bathroom together, all conversation ceases between me and my buddy. We're mid-sentence as we enter, stop, resume when we get back out.
Yep, that is a silent activity.
Bathrooms should be private. Everybody should have their own bathroom. If you have an office, it'd be great if you had a bathroom in your office. But unfortunately, we don't all have that luxury, but you need to treat the public restroom as if it was your luxury. So no eye contact even. You
No.
go in, keep your head down, do your thing. There could be somebody right next to you. You could even be wearing the same shoes and you happen to notice that as you're looking down. You cannot comment on it.
Nope, nothing. Like the bathroom is one we all have, I think, rules to live by, standards that we like to uphold in our personal daily lives, and we fall short. I think I fall short often on almost all of them. Streamlined bathroom is something that I can keep and do, right? You go in,
Absolutely.
you take care of business, you leave. You don't, there's no extra fluff on that thing. There is no lingering, there is no talking, there is no enjoying the moment, there's no taking a little time out. None of it. You go to the bathroom, take care of your business, leave the bathroom.
Definitely don't talk on the phone in the bathroom either.
No, sir.
Major faux pas.